Oh, all right. Well, we are back. Welcome back to a new live stream. Well, where I actually take you through the entire journey of building my startup. I'm building a startup that helps business owners with their daily mundane routines. There are so many technologies out there right now where AI can take over your screen. Um, However, I still believe there is at least 1 or 2 years where people are not going to adapt 100% to that massive shift. And there will be a place for startups who have a, um, a knack for understanding what your business is all about, understanding your niche, understanding your industry, understanding your ideal customer profile through AI still, but in a much lesser invasive way of taking over your screen and taking over all your documents and all that. So what I'm trying to do over here is basically help uh, the first sector that I know of and I have experience within due to my past life as well, being in the fitness industry for 20 plus years. And that sector is none other than the fitness industry. I've previously built FitFinder, the world's first discovery engine for fitness experiences, and it is still going. However, uh, the unfortunate situation is that my technical co-founder left me with a black box of code that I wasn't able to do anything about. And now I'm having to learn everything from the beginning. Uh, Luckily, I had a lot of informations, a lot of learnings, a lot of understanding of what uh, what needed to be built and what the product roadmap and the future should have looked like. And now that I am building my new startup, um, I didn't want to do it on my own. I wanted to do it live. Part of that is trying to have accountability for myself, from my ADHD brain. And another part is to get involved into that world of live streaming. Now, there is, however, another part. I have a child that is 2 years old and another one on the way. And I wanted to experience that live streaming world firsthand to understand everything about it. So when I am passing on the knowledge and the learning and helping them throughout that journey of the new era that we live in, where it's all about your story, it's all about your community, it's all about your uh, reality being shared with everyone. I needed to have that experience for myself. So when I am talking to them about it, I am able to talk about it from a first-hand experience, from a knowledge place, from an educated point of view. And who knows? It might end up becoming something that I do all the time because I actually went live a couple of times and I really liked it. I didn't feel, it's not who I am, but it wasn't so much invasive. It wasn't that bad. So here we go. Just instead of doing what other streamers do, which is basically for me to each their own. They're just sitting around and not giving anything profound in terms of knowledge, in terms of help, in terms of sharing their educated understanding or even understanding point of view about something, either political, social, educational, whatever it is. They're just chit-chatting to each other. And I don't see a lot of value in that. And the first thing that came to mind, if I want to get into that, or if I have ever decided to, participate or partake in that world, I would rather do it in a very beneficial way, I would say. So, and the first thing that came to mind is, if I'm going to build my new startup, well, that would be my live stream. That would be my journey. That would be the educated, the educational, beneficial live stream that I would rather give than just chit-chatting with my friends. Yeah, and one thing I wanted to share before I start. Got a Brandon again. Thanks, Brandon. Love you, bro. Appreciate you, man. So one of the things that I've heard recently that got me really into the state of mind of why not, let's do it, is I think it was Alex Hormozi was talking about how there was a game between, like a fun game, a soccer game between celebrities and YouTubers and streamers. And they had each one of the celebrities going through the the tunnel, and as soon as they show up to the football or the soccer pitch, people would be cheering up and all that. So when all the celebrities, what he noticed is that all the celebrities would go and people would cheer and everything as expected. When YouTubers came after that, after the celebrities, there were the level of cheering went higher. So it hit him immediately, like, that's interesting, because that shows that YouTubers are even more famous and or even more loved and valued more than the usual celebrity. And the shocking thing is, when streamers came out after YouTubers, the entire crowd was going crazy. So this is when he said, that's it, 2026 for me is going to be 100% going live stream every single day, or as much as possible to take that next level of my growth or of my business growth. So when Alex Hormozi said that, I was like, well, why not? This is a much smarter guy who understands the trends. Gary Vee also said the same when he was talking about how live stream shopping has been gaining popularity and moving from one country to the next. And it is the future of the retail. But he also mentioned something specific about live streaming in general. And he said, just live stream everything you do. And honestly, I don't know where is this going to take me. I'm just going to do it. So whether if it's going to be me being silent or me building in front of you, or oh my goodness, or whatever it is that you're going to see me doing. I literally have my entire env file right now. That's crazy. But yeah, it's very simple. I'm just going to go live and that's it. Let's see how it goes. Without further ado, I'm going to continue building and let's go for it. Cool. All right. So what are we building? What I'm doing right now is I'm basically building my AI startup assistant VA team for businesses in general. And we are starting with fitness business owners and fitness professionals. I've shared the platform with several fitness business owners and professionals, and they were flabbergasted about it. They absolutely loved it. So here we go. Just gonna continue building. Okay. The part that we are in right now, let me actually get this out of the way. Okay. What did I want it to do? I wanted to get this here. And I wanted to get this here. I'm basically customizing my screen so I can have a much better way for you guys to have a look at exactly what I'm building. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stop sharing this and then reshare it in a much better way. Oh no, that was not the one that I wanted. There you go. So now I'm going to stop sharing and then reshare. Share screen, share both, share a window, share an entire screen, and that will be screen one. There you go. Add to stage, minimize it. There you go. All right. And then local. It is probably not going to work, so let's run it. And let's refresh. One of the worst things that happens throughout the launching your project on Chrome during the development phase is when you hit the command run and it doesn't run, or it takes a little bit of time, and you're like, oh shit, I broke the entire project. That's crazy. And it makes you feel like every single time is going to be like like you probably did something wrong, and it just it gets you in a place where like, fuck, I did something wrong. Why is it not loading and all that? So anyway, you can see over here, I give the platform to 8 users, and they are kind of using the platform as I go, testing it with me. Some of them paid already to the technology before it's even launched. I have an entire product roadmap page that you can have access to. Literally all this was either coming soon or being built, or like in the backlog, or have been completed. So yeah, it's awesome. Very, very, very positive. Loving it. Great. Okay. One of the things that we are trying to do right now, actually, what I'm going to do is Brandon. Let me hit Brandon up. See if he wants to join in. Why don't you join my live? All right, we'll see. Cool. So we were building the workflows, and the workflows for us is basically the following. One of the workflows that we're working on, for example, is the onboarding flow. When you join in, firstly, the agent will basically kind of welcome you to the platform, the main agent. It's not 100% solid right now. Like, this is not exactly experience, but it is getting there. We got it to the level where it's basically, it knows every single thing about your fitness business, whatever it may be. And it's not one agent. There are dedicated agents for every single part of your business. Now, there are several platforms that do that already, but they are not specialized in the fitness industry. And more so, they are not communicative. They don't collaborate together. So there's a lack of context awareness, which is the most important thing, because if I'm talking to my AI virtual assistant, let's call him a head of operations, or your co-pilot, or even your co-founder. I like to think of him as a co-founder. And I say, for example, I want to run a deal or an offer or a package deal for New Year's resolutioners. He is my business co-founder or my co-pilot. And if I rely on one single agent to do everything in the business, that's not going to be efficient enough. The idea is the more the knowledge for one single agent and the longer the conversation gets, the higher the potential of the AI agent or the large language model to hallucinate after just a little bit. The reason behind that is they have to load the entire knowledge of that specific sector. And every single time you ask a new question, that gets repeated. So the context window, aka the conversation length, gets longer. And because of that, they start hallucinating. They focus only on what has been said at the beginning of the conversation, and the last question that was, or the last few questions that was answered, or the last few paragraphs that you exchange with each other. And that problem is very well known in the large language module world as the problem of primacy and recency. So they focus only on the beginning and on the end, and what's in the middle, that's the context of the entire conversation. It gets lost. And they have few solutions for that, but it's still on its way. So my solution to this was to dedicate one specific agent for every specific part of your business. Let's see if he said something. Sure, if I'm alive by then, we can do that. I call it alive now. Still. Which I will probably be. Hit me up. Okay, so let's get back to over here. So my solution was to basically dedicate one agent for every part of the business. But not only that, what I have done is I've condensed the entire industry knowledge in one single, in one or more than one document. And those documents host every single thing about anything you may ask in that channel. So for example, what does that mean? Pricing. Pricing is something people pay money, or fitness business owners and professionals pay money for fitness consultants to come in and help them with pricing. You might think of it as something very trivial, but the matter of the fact is actually is one of the most important elements within your business that will identify your ability to grow, or even possibly your entire business tanking down. So you can imagine, for example, like $5 or $4 per participant in each class can be the definition of success for you. Let alone if you are a personal trainer and you're, for example, targeting the VIB individuals or top executives. This sector can be your entire success journey if you price it right. However, people are still going by the average rate that they hear about or that they research about online. And it is not necessarily the most correct way to price your service in any way, shape, or form. You have to ask somebody who have been there, done that. And due to the fact that I have actually built FitFinder, the world's first discovery engine, and I have spoken with dozens upon dozens of fitness business owners and fitness professionals, I have those data points. Not only in my brain and in my knowledge and experience, but also in our data that resides within FitFinder. So we have an unfair advantage in that sector of knowing exactly what people are charging for what, where, and when. And the reason I'm saying and when is because you're if you are running a good business, you will know that your membership should not stay the same. This is contrary to the general belief. So we can get into that if I were to speak about pricing and the dynamic of pricing, the topic itself, but this is not what we're on about. So what I was explaining is the pricing aspect. Why should I dedicate one single agent for that pricing sector? And what have I done in terms of condensing the knowledge? So what we've done is we've basically built several documents that speaks about the pricing formulas, the pricing aspects in terms of the geographical locations that compares that with the geographical informations based on various metropolitan areas, the income of several locations within the metropolitan areas, and how to compare and combine all those together in one single answer. If somebody were to ask, for example, about the pricing in downtown Denver, Colorado, for example. So we have this knowledge, and what we have decided to do is to create an AI agent specifically dedicated for that have all the knowledge and can access it readily whenever whenever they asked about. So that's what we are building in terms of the ecosystem of AI agents that are in the development right now. And yeah, Adam over here is your main AI agent. He welcomes you, and that's one of the things that we are working on is the flows. We have several flows within the business. And that's the welcome flow. So you say, continue. He asks you, first thing first, what type of business or fitness professional are you? Are you a personal trainer, yoga instructor, nutrition coach? Let's say personal trainer. Then he asks you more investigative questions. Nice. Now, what are your specialty or niche? Now he's drilling deep into your specialty. So you're going to be like, for example, athletic performance. One of our new clients, his name is Jacob, and he only works with athletes in San Antonio, Texas. So let's say my name is Ahmed, and I live in ATX, Texas. Okay, great. Perfect. Now let's create your first service. What's the name of your first let's say private personal training for athletes. That's the name of the first service. And then he asks, great name. Now, for the price of your private personal training for athletes, I've asked Penny, which is the pricing specialist, our pricing analyst, has Penny, he's saying, Penny, our pricing analyst, has some insights for ATX. The budget friendly, are you looking for budget friendly or market rate or premium? Let's say that you were to say the market rate. Penny is literally pulling that information not from her brain, not from general knowledge. This is from a formula that was created based on hundreds of data points. So you say it's 85. Fantastic. Okay. How long is your typical session? Let's say 45 minutes. Okay. Now, he takes you through the rest of the onboarding session. And that's what we are building right now. So he's advising you to complete your profile and so forth. So that's what I'm working on. And yeah, I'm going to basically be annotating everything that I'm doing. If anybody is building anything and wants to join, please be my guest. Brandon Antoine is going to join us in man, those spam messages, man, it's just freaking crazy. Dude, so annoying. So many people came up with solutions for spam messages, but nobody really dialed it down 100%. So, yeah. Anyway, what is the... Let me fix the camera because I need to sit. Let me put that for now. Okay. So, yeah, we are building that onboarding flow. Let's exit it for now because I noticed that there is a mistake. Storefront is life. Let's test it again because there was something off about it. Merchant view. Continue, personal training, weight loss, name, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Cool. What's the name of your main offering? Your storefront inspection will help you. I need this to be in separate. Yeah. There's several observations over here that I can work on, and one of them is that tasks. Okay, we're considering the make agents just follow up non-clickable. Okay, should make up conversation. So, all right, we'll have. I would like to see the agent not giving me a bulk of content, but rather when the agent is providing the answer, I would like to see it being written. Like some of the chat modules right now, for example, ChatGPT or Gemini, they provide you either paragraphs or some other ones. You can see the answer is being written as they are continuing the answer. So that's one of the things, because the answers, or the average answers in the fitness sector, are not long. So it will be a good kind of animation to have. I don't want it to be slow, and I don't want it to be too fast as well. This is one observation. The second one is past conversations about Can you give me a summary of what we talked about in this conversation? Got it. And that's not the conversation that we were going through. This one too, I need to. Nothing there. Trying to launch my TikTok as well. As you can see, microphone. Let's see if the camera is going to load up. Camera. Oh. That'll be awesome if I can use the camera on both platforms. Microphone. Where is the microphone? Filters, effect, whatever. Okay. That's insane. Okay, that's awesome. I'm actually live on TikTok as well. Phenomenal. That's good. What's up, everyone? Cool. So if you're here on TikTok, my name is Ahmed Ablaz. I'm the CEO and founder of FitFinder, the world's first discovery engine for fitness experiences. I'm building my new startup using AI with no knowledge whatsoever on coding or AI. And I decided to take that journey into live streaming every single thing I'm learning. So judge me all you want, judge my background however you want as well. um, okay, fantastic. I'm getting cool, man. Thank you. Okay. It's going to be a very interesting journey in my life. I am excited. Okay. Somebody is sending um, inappropriate comments, but that's awesome. Good for you, man. Thank you. Cool. What a world we live in right now. That's awesome. Oh, my mic is not on? Okay. Give me a second. I've never done this before, brother. So bear with me. Mic. You want the mic. How about this? I'm just going to use the phone because it looks like the camera can be shared, but the mic cannot. So it's going to be hard to do that. So fascinating. TikTok. Cool. can reach or not. We'll see. All right. Conversation summary, initial tasks, completion card bug, temptation, not interpolation, premium content, library, creating agent slides for onboarding. Okay, so basically we were on the onboarding flow. I think we can remove this one. Got it. and 0 API. So what is going on over here? A little bit of confusion for sure.